Hello, Susan Vincentz here, and we are ready for part 16 of our Google Classroom training series. And in this video, we're going to talk about the main homepage. So in the last video, we accessed the main menu where you can pretty much navigate to anything you need to do in Google Classroom. Here, we're going to talk about the homepage. So when we look at the homepage, this is the first thing that comes up when you click on Google Classroom. So when you access Google Classroom from your waffle menu on Google, or you type in classroom.google.com and Google Classroom loads, you're going to get to the home page. On the home page, you're going to see what looks like little tiles, and those tiles represent each class that you are a part of. And it could be a class that you are teaching or a class that you are just part of. So what's going to happen, and you'll see some differences here. The classes that you are not teaching and that you just are a student in or a person who is accessing the resources, you're going to see the teacher, the title of the class, for example. Here's the curriculum resources, and then I will see Jennifer's name here because Jennifer owns this class and she is the teacher of it. Same with our NTI sample class. Okay. Now, if I am a teacher in it, I will not see this extra information. These others, I'm a teacher, or excuse me, I'm a teacher in, so I don't see the extra information. And then down here, I'm not a teacher in this one, so I see the actual teacher's name. So then I can access my own class, again, by clicking on it. So now there's my class that we've been using through the whole video series. Now to get back to the home page, remember our three-line menu, and I can click on Classes. Now some other things under our little tiles, you see each tile has 3 dots. So down here, on a class that I'm a student, I can click on the 3 dots, and I can either move this class. In other words, I can move it in whatever order I want to move it to. So maybe I want to move it over here or so on, or I can just unenroll myself. So those are my 2 options if I'm a student. Now up here in mine where I'm a teacher, I have the 3 dots. I have several other choices. So again, I can move it. I can edit it. So if I need to edit the name of it or add any other information like room or subject, I can certainly do that. Again, I can click the 3 dots. I can copy that class. In other words, everything that's in that class and post it, I can make a copy of it, and then I have it to use as a template. And then I can archive it. So if I archive, let's go over here to my test class. And if I click archive, it'll ask me, am I sure? And it will move to the archive menu. So remember in the last video when we dropped down the 3 lines and we went all the way down to the bottom and I clicked on archive classes. So when you hit archive, it does not delete the class completely. It just puts it in a little recycling area. So now here are all of my archive classes that I've used in the past. Then I can click that, and if I want to restore it, I certainly have that ability. So then I'm going to restore it. So now if I click on my menu, go to my classes, there's my test class back. Okay, so we can move, edit, copy, restore, or we can leave the class completely. Now, something else that Google Classroom does for us, when we go into Google Classroom and we create a class or we become part of a class, it creates a folder in our Google Drive. So notice down here on the bottom of the tile, you have a little folder symbol. So if I click on that folder, it's going to take me to my Google Drive. And inside of my Google Drive, notice here is my drive. And let's just navigate. Here is my entire Google Drive as it loads. And then as I scroll down, mine happens to be in alphabetical order. Oh, I have this folder called Classroom. And you do not create that yourself. When you sign into Google Classroom for the first time and become part of a class, it creates that folder automatically. So now if I click on Google Classroom or Classroom, it's going to list a folder for every class that I'm either teaching or a student. And then I can navigate down. So here is the class for Mrs. Vincent's first grade. I'm going to click on that, and then there are all my assignments. So here is the same way that I navigated when I clicked on my folder on my tile. So this is just another alternate way for me to access the assignments that I have given to my class. So here is where we've played with Google Forms. Here is the presentation assignment we gave, and so on. So you can quickly access those assignments through the Google folder either by clicking on the tile or just go straight in your Google Drive to the classroom folder. So also on your main menu, you're going to find the plus sign at the top. So if you're asked to join a class as part of a professional development training, you click on the plus sign and you're going to join a class that way, which we've talked about. And then the plus sign again also allows you to create a class. So your main menu is set up here. And then you can also move things. Now, notice the move option was under the 3 dots, but the easiest way to move tiles around. So my test class ended up back at the beginning when I restored it. I can just click my mouse on it, and then I can drag it and have it be in whatever order I choose for it to be. So you can just drag and drop these around wherever you choose to place them. So that is the main menu on your Google Classroom screen. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and I'll be happy to assist. Thank you very much.